YouTube family. This is Christian Knife Guy here. Hope everybody's doing safe and everybody's doing well. Back on the project, this is going to be part 2. We removed the barrel. We cut the barrel down to the size we wanted. Now we're going to be doing some more modifications to this to turn this into a multi-purpose tactical home defense / still able to hunt with shotgun. We started with a brand new 870. Removed the barrel on there, cut a few inches off there, so basically it was just a smooth bore barrel, so we could still shoot slugs out of it. Didn't worry about choke. Now, if you're going to be shooting waterfowl, turkey, or anything like that, you're not going to want to do that to your barrel. You're going to want your choke tube barrel. But if you're doing that, if you're a big time turkey hunter, big time waterfowl hunter, chances are you got a better gun anyways, like an automatic or something. Personally, I really like that Versamax, but I don't like the price point. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'll get 1100. So now what we're going to do is I'm actually going to remove this back on here, and we're going to take this plug out of your magazine tube. We're going to remove all the innards out of the magazine tube. To do that, you have to actually push down in here and rotate this. There's little knobs in here that we got to remove. There we go. So we'll take our spring out, our plug out, and then there's a little plunger down here. We're going to just kind of, there we go, push it, and you got to kind of rotate it to past these little nubs. It's a pain in the butt to do because it's new, so it's pretty rough feeling from the easier for seeing what I was doing. You got to rotate this. See the little creases in here on the sides? There's a little indents in here. We're going to have to get those out. Now what you want to do is remove our bolt and stuff in our slide. There's actually inside here is this is going to be hard to do. There we go. Right into the receiver portion, there's a little indent thing you want to push, and you'll be able to feel it when it's all the way back. And to put it back in there, you have to do the same thing. But anyways, you pull this whole thing out. You push that in and we're removing this whole thing. We're going to set this aside. We want to remove the trigger guard, this whole housing, and then I'll pull this out. Because what I want to do is I want to take this, how it's black and I want to remove that coating, and I want to try to polish it up the best I can to reduce friction, so everything just kind of slides right off of that, right into my magazine well. It's not going to make a difference when you're hunting, but for tactical reasons, for quick reloads, you want to reduce any kind of friction. Now, if I was a speed shooter in a competition for 3-gun, I would, there's videos on YouTube. I'm not doing it to this one. I don't have a need for that. There's people who actually mill these down on the sides just a little bit and flatten this down a little bit here to help reduce anything from hanging up. I really don't need that. I'm just going to kind of smooth this out so it slides in a lot quicker and smoother. So to take that, we're going to get I'm going to try to do it with a screwdriver. Tip of my screwdriver here. Might be able to just right in there, right out. Try to mar the sides up. Push that side. The big one went all the way through. The little one didn't, so I got a little punch here. Just kind of punch it. Bam. Done. Okay, that was easy. 2 pins, and this slides right out. All right. This portion right here, we'll set aside. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get some kind of coating things. I have a blue remover. I'm going to see if that'll come off there. That's not bluing though, so it probably won't. I'm thinking I want to say it's aluminum and it's anodized, but now I think it's just painted. We'll get some sandpaper, some Scotch-Brite, and just go over that, remove that coating, and get some wet sandpaper, 1,000, start at 800, 600, work my way up till all the coating's pretty much removed the best it can and it's polished. That's what I'm gonna do with that. I'm not gonna dread having the video watched, but that's all I'm gonna do just to this portion. There's actually videos on YouTube that you can take all this stuff out and remove this if you had to. I don't need to have all of it removed. I'm just gonna start from back here, maybe put a little tape on this because this is plastic now. The older ones are metal. This is the newer one, it's plastic. So I might take some tape and put back here to protect that from sanding and stuff. That's what I'm doing to that. To this right here, there's some little nubs and you can see when it's all apart. You got one here and one here. Top, just off from it being top and bottom of the gun. It's mine. I don't know if they're all uniform and straight like that from the factory or just how they go in, but mine's a little bit off to the right if you're looking at it like this. So we're actually going to get a Dremel and I'm going to grind those smooth because I've got a magazine extension tube that's going to go on here and it's not going to work with these notches in here. And those notches are there to hold these in place. So I'm not going to throw these out. I'm going to keep these because somewhere along the line, somebody might need this stuff and can use it. So that's what the video is for today. I'll show you the setup when I set up to do this and how I'm doing it and finished product of that and finished product of this when it is complete. Thank you for watching. This is part 2. And I'm going to roll in that as it's completed with part 2. Okay. All right. We're back. I got it. You still see the notches here. You will see that. But inside there, smooth. I cleaned out. I ran a cleaner rag in there and we're still getting grime. So you will have to clean your whole tube. It's best after you get your stock off, which will be the next part, to just clean the whole thing really good, thoroughly, to get any grime out there. But the notches in the inside are smoothed down. And what that does is that allows, when you put in an extended mag tube that's going to come out here, that allows the shells to come all the way up. Otherwise, you're going to have some hang up right there. So that's why you want to grind those down for. We went ahead and I used a Dremel. Bad decision on my part. I wanted to hurry up and get this knocked out. I did, however, get it knocked out, but if you can see, you got some things in there. So that can be cleaned up, and I may play with that a little bit more. But really, you just want to get that finish off right in here. You can take the whole thing off. You can knock this pin right here out. Push that out. And then this right here will come right off. Put the pin back in to retain everything. And I'm about to clean that up because I got some shavings on that as well. I don't need to do all that part, just mainly this part here, because this is the part where the shells slide in. And I can tell, but just that little bit right there, smooth that out so much, because this actually is the same finish on this that was on this, and you can feel you got a little bit of friction there to where this is just smooth. So I may just keep playing with it with some 2000 grit. I thought I had some 1000 grit to work down, but all I have is 2000. I got 60, 80, and 100, and 1000, or 2000. I might have some 1,000 in the house, but I'm gonna keep going over there and see if I can get some of this cleaned up the best I can, but it's already an improvement. That's gonna help for speed loading. It'll slide right in a little bit better. Of course, you can do a cutout on this right here if you wanted to. I see a lot of 3-gun people who use 870 for 3-gun. They do that to theirs to help them shove them in there a lot quicker. So this is part 2, and we're done with part 2.